Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode number 35, and we are here on Route 120, right where we left off before. Actually, is it starting to get late out, or is it just me? Maybe it is still nighttime. It should still be nighttime. It's like 4 a.m. in the morning, honestly. Let's see what Pokemon we can find in this grass here. Looks like we can find a Azumarill, a Mascarin, Surskit, and Tentacool in the water. We can find Tropius, Marill, it looks like, Gloom, Oddish, so kind of the usual suspects. And I think I might even see some special grass in here. Gloom. Alright, so do we want to fight a Gloom? As long as it doesn't use Mega Drain, this could be some easy XP. I wonder what Dragon Tail does like in a battle. Does it just end the battle? Hope not. But Hidden Power is super effective, which is why I'm pretty glad it's flying. It's actually a useful hidden power. Yep, did a lot of damage, and it's a special attack, which is nice because unlike Secret Power, it's based off of Eve's higher attack stat, her special attack. Alright, very nice. It's also good against like bug types and all, but even against bug types between Stab and how much stronger Surf is, it's probably better anyway. I guess, are there any Pokemon that are doubly weak to flying? I'm sure there's something. Oop, there's an item over here somewhere. Maybe down there. Let's see, it could be a Bug and Grass type, so Paras and Parasect would be doubly weak to flying. Is there a non-grass type? What else is flying good against? It's good against fighting. So a fighting and grass type like Breloom would be doubly weak against it. Although Breloom is also grass type, so a fighting and bug type. Are there any fighting and bug types? I can't think of any. That might be one of the few types that don't have a that are not used yet. There are still a decent number left, actually. Not a lot, because they have been adding some unusual type combinations in more recent games as they kind of slowly check off the list, but there are definitely at least a dozen or two left. Alright, no new moves, but level 28 is pretty cool. Not going to use a berry quite yet. Revive, okay, I can probably use that. Anything else around here in the tall grass? Doesn't seem to be, so I'll probably make my way north and then just continue on the easy road for a bit. I actually probably should be going a little fast this episode just because I do want to do the gym battle tonight. And I probably should go to bed after this. It is a weekend, but still. Oh no, sleep powder. That's not great. Alright, let's go ahead and just switch then. Just on the interest of saving time. And we'll still get some XP, so... 4 buddy, you are up. And thankfully it's not raining anymore, so our fire moves will hit at their full power. As you guys probably know, rain halves the power of fire type attacks, so if they would have been super effective, they're essentially normally effective. If they were 4 times super effective, then they would be singly super effective, like against Paris. And if they were evenly effective, they're essentially not very effective, so try not to use fire type moves in the rain if you can avoid it. Oh, these guys again. So they probably have a Magneton and a Loudred again. You know, let's come back and face them later. I think I'd rather just go on and do the main plot for now. And then come back and face these trainers after we defeat the gym, just to make sure we have time. And look, it's Steven Stone. Seem to keep running into each other. Owen, so we meet again. How has it been? Have you been using the Mega Bracelet wisely? Well, I don't have a Metagross or a Blaziken yet, let alone a Metagrossite or a Blazikenite. I wonder if maybe, the starter ones are probably, you probably get them as part of the plot, just like you do in X and Y, so I wonder if maybe the professor or one of my parents will give that one to us. I don't know where you get the Metagrossite from, but the one I really want is the Alteriaite, which I looked up a long time ago, and I think you get it in either Lily Cove or Moss Deep, so it'll be a little while yet. But that's okay, because at this stage, we don't even have Altaria. I suppose I needn't even ask, though. Not when it comes to you and your team. Nobody tell him I've only used it once. I wonder, have you noticed? There's something here you can't see. Now, if I were to use this device on the invisible obstacle... No, no. Rather than describing it, I should just show you. That's right, Steven. Show don't tell. Every author knows that. That should be more entertaining. Owen, are you and your Pokemon ready for battle? Always. Well, maybe not always, but right now I am. In that case, I want you to take this. Try it on. I'm sure it will fit you. Oh, that's interesting. The Devon Scope. So you can tell he's the son of that president of Devon, which is why he has it. And there it is. A previously invisible Pokemon became visible to the naked eye. The startled Pokemon attacked. And it is a Kecleon, which we've seen before in battle, actually. And it looks like you can actually catch one in the grass here, too. But, I wanted to wait to kind of see it as part of this. So, it will change type based on... Oh, I didn't wake up Eve. Well, that's annoying. Let's use a ground type move like Bulldoze, because then we can use Surf, which will be super effective. Of course, we do have to wake up first. Camouflage. That changes your type, I think, right? Grass type. Alright, so actually, Hidden Power will be super effective and make it flying. Let's do that. I'm guessing a Hidden Power and then Surf will be more powerful than a Bulldoze and then a Surf. That's hard to say. Definitely hard to say. And it's too late to do really advanced math like that, so we're just going to see what happens. And now it is the flying type, so I can't use a ground move now. Could use Dragon Tail against it, but it might just end the battle. Oh good, the Rocky Helmet did some work there. So now Surf is evenly effective. I don't know, maybe Bulldoze and Surf would have been the better combination. Oh yeah, because now it's Water type, so... Oh, but now it's Grass type again, right? Yep, because we're in a grassy area, I guess is how it decides that. Hidden Power. Yeah, I really gotta start using this touchscreen. I know we're probably more than halfway down the game now. I'm still not getting used to it, but eventually I will. And we'll be doing Platinum next, which is also a DS touchscreen game, so I should probably just get used to it. I could have caught it, but there'll be other Kecleon to catch. Just as I expected. That's called a Devon Scope. It's a fantastic piece of tech that lets you see Pokemon in hiding. Consider it a gift from me. Take it. Yay, thank you, Steven. Very kind of you. And one more thing. Aha, so he just gives it to you, the Blazikenite. This stone ranks as one of my top 5 favorite stones in existence. It's kind of a cool coincidence. I wonder if they intended that with Mega Stones, like making them stones, knowing they would be doing a remake of these games and wanting Steven Stone to play a big role, but I could also just see it be a pretty cool coincidence. I have no doubt you will like it too. You know, Owen, I like to see trainers and Pokemon who are trying their best. That's why I like you so much. It seems as though something just shone for a moment in your bag. I'm sure I sense the power of some kind of stone. A meteorite? No, it couldn't be. Let's meet again someday. A very specific plan. Let's meet again someday. Alright, you got it, Steven. Oh, there's an item ball down there. Wonder what it might have. Guess we'll find out in a minute. So it's funny, we have a Mega Blazikenite, or a Blazikenite, whatever it's called, before we even have a Blaziken to evolve with it. So I will evolve Mega Blaziken just to show you guys at some point, because it's a really cool Pokemon. Maybe even more than one, maybe more than once during this Let's Play, but I don't want to use it against a gym leader or anything, because I feel like it's going to be, I feel like the gym fight's already going to be fairly easy. It'll actually probably be pretty fun, but I feel like if we just have Mega evolved Blaziken, Blaziken could probably just like sweep through the whole gym. So I don't want that. It's funny because Steven just complimented me for always trying my hardest, but we're not really using Mega Latias and we're not using Mega Blaziken, so we're not really trying our hardest, but I want to kind of try the hardest with the team that I want to use, as opposed to the team that the game just kind of hands to you. So we will have a Mega Pokemon, we'll have Mega Altaria, as I've said, but Mega Metagross and Mega Blaziken and other Megas as well might be like for fun, but not part of our main team. Oh, there's something else around here. Tiny Mushroom. We can sell that for some money at some point. Alright, let's actually face the Kecleon first, and then we'll go heal up. That way we don't go into the gym already damaged. Down we go. I think there are like one or two other Kecleons around here as well. So I want to say in the previous game you couldn't catch Kecleon in the wild. You could only do it, kind of like Snorlax in Gen 1. You can only find it in the overworld. Oh, and it just fled. Well, okay. No battle then. How do I get over here? Is there a back door to the gym? Nope. You go around. So it's glad we had good eyes. Grass Knot. Oh, that's interesting. It's a decent move, but I'm sure Lily could learn it, but I think I'd rather have Giga Drain. So Grass Knot does more damage depending on how heavy your opponent is. So it can be really hard to figure out, at least for me, how much it'll do. It's a special attack, so probably not worth training to Slate. It's a good coverage move. It'll be good against water types, ground types, etc. But because it's kind of a variable damage move, and because it's a special attack, not a physical attack, I think we're just going to keep our current moves. Alright, so are we really hurting that much? I guess a little bit, plus our power points. Alright, let's go heal up real fast. And then I'll try to just use berries and maybe even a revive or two in the gym, and then we'll come back and fully heal. Or we'll use berries, we'll see how it goes before we face the gym leader. I think our strongest is probably level 35, and it's actually a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve, so we'll see if it does or not. It'd be really cool if like all the gym leaders in Elite Four from here on out Mega Evolved. It would make the game a lot more fair in my opinion, and a lot more challenging. But just thinking about who the Pokemon are that the next gym leaders and the last gym leader have, their best one from the previous games cannot Mega Evolve. Even the Elite Four, I think, yeah, at least two of their Pokemon. Like one of them has a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve, but it wasn't her best before. So it'd be really cool if they did all have Mega Evolutions, but we'll see, I guess. Actually, well, I don't know. Can't think of any that the first Elite Four member could have. So probably not, but they could give them additional Pokemon. Alright, so I think we probably have some pretty good moves now. And should be in pretty good shape to challenge the Flying type gym here in Fortree City. Didn't read the sign, but that's okay. Alright. Yo, how's it going, Champ to be Owen? Fortree Gym Leader Winona is a master of Flying type Pokemon. She's waiting at the back of this gym, behind the rotating doors. She's waiting for new challengers who are trying to take wing. Okay, go for it. A lot of the flying gyms I remember having some pretty cool mechanics. Even the old gym of this one, with these revolving doors, was one of my favorite gyms. So I'm imagining the new one will be cool as well. They might have made it different for Emerald, I can't really remember. And there are a decent amount of flying type Pokemon in this gen, just as there are in most gens. In fact, I was trying to remember who the leader's Pokemon are, and I had four. I'm like, I think it's those four she has, and then I remembered a fifth one. It's like, oh, actually, I think she has that one too. So I think I know which one of the five that I was thinking she doesn't have, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe like 95% sure. All right, so this Swellow is really trying to avoid my attacks, and apparently it has succeeded. Aerial Ace, a very good move. Used to be Winona's signature move, although I feel like it's probably something different now. There's that Rocky Helmet. Didn't really matter too much, because Surf would have been a knockout either way, but there will be many times where it does come in handy, I am sure. So despite being a pretty powerful Pokemon, it looks like Melodic gains experience at a fairly decent rate. And Skarmory, haven't seen one of those in a while. Luckily, Water is evenly effective against a Steel and Flying type like Skarmory. Switch will deal some damage though, actually not much. Goes to show you how good our special defense is, and Skarmory also has a pretty low special attack stats. That's a big part of it as well, and it does not get stabbed, so... Skarmory is very good defensively, but not so good offensively. Alright, Birdkeeper Jared has been defeated. We'll use a couple berries on Eve, and then we'll keep on going. I also feel like Melodic is a kind of quintessential Gen 3 Hoenn Pokemon, so I'm glad to have it as part of my team. It's one of my kind of, one of the reasons I like to use this team too. Like, I feel like when you think of Hoenn, some of the Pokemon you think of, or at least I think of, are Melodic, Metagross, Altaria, all the starters obviously. Even Exploud is, you don't really see it much in later gens, so it's really more Gen 3 Pokemon. And Roselia as well. Not so much Roserade, because it's Gen 4 obviously, but, we'll have our Roserade for probably longer than we'll have Roselia, honestly. So I do want to get to a pretty high level and learn some good moves before we evolve it. And we still need to find a Dawnstone, so at some point I'll have to look up where we find that. Swablu should be pretty easy. I'm sure Ava could take it. And what level are their Pokemon at? 31. So yeah, I think Despite like some of the Pokemon we faced, like we had those twins, that 2 level 35 Pokemon. They must have been programmed based on being on that route, which is kind of supposed to be after this section of the game, I guess. Although you would think being on that side of the ledge, they would be leveled accordingly. But it seems like their Pokemon, which they have 2, are going to be the same levels as her best one. All right, so there's Roost, that move I really want to get as a TM at some point for our own Swablu. So a decent strategy, put me to sleep, use Roost to heal up. But thankfully we only stayed asleep 1 turn. Critical hit, took some recoil though. Alright, so it looks like we are faster. Let's use Hidden Power just to save some of our Surf power points. I'm going to wait to use those PP ups and PP maxes until we have our best moves, because there's probably going to be some move we have that only has like 5 or 10 power points. I can't think of one at the moment, but there's got to be something, right? Alright, so a few more citrus berries, maybe just, well, we'll use 2 more. Since we still have 159. Alright, so this is cool. You gotta like, yeah, hit the revolving doors. They're kind of teaching you what to do. Kind of like a Portal, if you guys have played Portal. It's a one-way street. Yep. Well, drats. Portal games are really fun because they sort of teach you how to do the puzzles as you do them, so it's a really cool experience. And actually, if you're interested in seeing somebody play Portal but don't want to play it yourself, I have a Let's Play of both Portal 1 and Portal 2 up on my channel. It's actually a really fun game too. Very different from Pokemon, but you know, I guess they do both have puzzle aspects, so when I did that Let's Play, I said I hadn't played a puzzle game before, but I guess, you know, Pokemon does have a few puzzle elements to it, so it's one of the many things I love about these games. Pluck. That would take my berry if I had a berry. Thankfully, I do not. Instead, I have a Rocky Helmet, which is going to do some damage to Doduo. So far, at least, this item has been working out pretty well. I like it. Because for all I know, maybe Surf would not have been a one-hit knockout otherwise. Pelipper. Alright, so... Pelipper. Well... Again, flying is base power 60, but between having a higher base power and same type attack bonus, Surf will actually do, unintuitively, more damage. I do want to see where you get Mystic Water at, though. Let me just look that up. Brine. Ooh, Brine I think does more damage if you're either low on health or if you move second. It's got to be low on health, because that didn't do too much. Maybe it's if you have, like, less than half your HP left. I'll look it up. I think it was the TM that belongs to one of the gym leaders in a prior game. Yeah. So 65 base power, but if you're below half your health, it'll do a lot more damage. Which he is now, so I guess that did more damage. Yeah, not really anything changing, so we will stick with it. And Roost, okay. Seems like Roost and Brine don't have a good synergy together, but what do I know? This could be actually an annoying battle, because without Toxic, we can't really, we don't have anything to put it to sleep with. We can't use Dragon Tail to switch it out, because he has nothing else to switch to. So we'll have to just hope he doesn't use Roost a couple times, or we get a crit or something. Because he has Roost, but we do not have Recover yet. Alright, thankfully we didn't need it, and we have prevailed. Alright, Mystic Water we get from... Oh, we get it from the Weather Institute, so I should have taken that cast for him, because it's holding it. Alright, well, after this gym off episode, I'll go grab the cast for him and take the Mystic Water from it, so... Glad I looked it up. I like to find a good balance. I don't like to usually spoil things for myself, but if it's something like that where I'm worried that I might actually miss it, like Sludge Bump, I would never find Sludge Bump if I hadn't looked it up, so I'm really glad I did. I should actually go back to Dewford and get that as well for Lily at some point. I want to use her strategy here, but flying type Pokemon are immune to toxic spikes because they're not grounded, and she would also have a hard time against this gym for obvious reasons, so maybe I'll use her as soon as we're done here. A lot of trainers in this gym though, which is pretty cool. I always like to see that. Gives you a nice little warm-up before you face the gym leader. And it's a nice little showcase too of all the Pokemon of that type that you can find in this region. And don't worry, I will... Oh, I didn't use a Alepa Berry. Okay, I'll have to remember that after this. I will use other Pokemon besides Eve, worry not. I'm just trying to get her to catch up some with the rest of our team, which actually happened a lot more quickly than I was anticipating, so that makes me happy. So Tri-Attack is a cool move. It has, I think, a 10% chance of burning, paralyzing, or freezing your Pokemon. as you can see there. It's a special attack, base 80 power, and normal type. Alright, well, if we ever get not fully paralyzed, and we have a, I think, 3 in 4 chance, we have a 75% chance of winning this, and there we go. A little bit of luck there, but the odds were in our favor. Level 30. Alright, very nice. So let's use some berries, just so we don't have to backtrack. We'll use some citrus berries, and I can't forget the Lepa berry. And, of course, I will also need... Nope. Didn't mean to do that. I will also need a cherry berry. Alright, so looks like she's still the lowest level, so let's keep going with Ava for... I'm sorry, with Eve for a little while longer. And here I am saying that I wasn't going to confuse them, but I guess I did. So far these puzzles haven't been very challenging, but I remember them being a little tougher. Maybe the real challenge is up ahead. Alright, and a Pelipper. So if I remember correctly, I think we've actually seen 3 of the 4 Pokemon that Winona has on her team. Alright, so Pelipper could definitely be a challenge. Protect, which is kind of pointless. Just wasting my power points, which I guess maybe is part of a strategy, but it's a very slow strategy and a very boring one. Payback. I think Payback also does more damage if you took damage that turn, something like that. But it is a physical move, so it is affected by the Rocky Helmet. Yes, it does double damage. So it's base 50, doubles to base 100. The user moves after the target. Luckily, Pelipper's attack, I guess, isn't that high, and it doesn't get stabbed because it's a Dark-type move. It didn't do that much damage. Although I guess it probably does do more than... Well, Brine is special, I believe, so... probably would have been better using off Brine, even though it's not very effective. At least once it fell below half HP, it would have. Alright, another Pelipper has been defeated. As a bird Pokemon user, I admit defeat fair and square. I like how he makes bird Pokemon users to be like this selection of really powerful, really just individuals. Alright, makes sense we can't go that way, so... Oh, I see. There we go. Well, that actually wasn't too tough after all. I wonder, is that easier, or am I just older now and find things... I feel like it was definitely harder before. Alright, let's go ahead and use Lepa Berry just to be sure. And I think we're good to go then. Nope. Alright, and I don't know, should we use... let's start with Melodic and see how that goes. There she is, Winona the Flying type user. And she's a pilot too, I think. Or am I thinking of somebody else? Somebody gives you like a ride in their plane. That might be a later generation Flying type gym leader though. I am Winona. I am the leader of the Fortree Pokemon Gym. I have become one with bird Pokemon and have soared the skies. Fun fact, in development of Gen 1, flying types were actually called bird types. That's why Masingo is part bird type. It's still there in the programming, even though they eventually made it flying type, which I think makes more sense. However grueling the battle, we will triumph with grace. Yeah, it'd be weird to have like a Gyarados that would be like a bird Pokemon, because it's really not a bird at all, even though it's not even really that flying, but at least it makes a little more sense. Witness the elegant choreography of my bird Pokemon and me. It would be my pleasure, Winona. Alright guys, here we go, gym battle number 6. Hoenn versus Winona. And it's cool because flying types actually have a variety of primary types, so I think she'll have a nice diverse balance of team members. Hopefully at a decent level and with decent moves, but we shall see. 33, okay, that's respectable. I think her best probably is 35, like I was thinking. Maybe that was what I was thinking of when I was thinking about Norman's team. Alright, so just like the other Swellow we faced, trying to raise its baseness with double team. And as before, it didn't really help. Alright, so Hyper Potion is actually smart to use, because every time we attack we have a chance to miss, as you can see right there. So, do I want to use Surf, or... Let's actually use Dragon Tail, because if it hits, it'll get rid of that evasion boost, and it's fun. Oh good, I'm really glad we used Dragon Tail, because we would have been... I think we were slower anyway, weren't we? But either way, good, it hits. Now both of those evasion boosts are gone, and it did a little bit of damage too. And I think it's random what Pokemon it drags out. Aha, her best one, Altaria. Very cool. So even though Dragon Tail is a physical move, and Eve's special attack is a lot higher, Surf is not very effective, Hidden Power doesn't get stabbed, so Dragon Tail super effective, let's go for it. Cotton Guard, that is really disappointing, because I don't know what Cotton Guard does, but like I said, it's a horrible move. Oh, maybe it's not. Defense rose drastically, so that's not what I thought it did, to be honest with you. The good news is, oh, that was a crit, that's why it did so much damage. That defense boost won't really matter, because we have switched it right back out. So, alright. At this point, we faced many Pelipper before, and as I told you guys, Surf will do the most damage, even though it is not very effective. And like, as a kid, at least I tried to do anything not to be not very effective. But you don't realize that if you actually do the math, sometimes it is better to use a not very effective move than a much weaker, normally effective move. So far, her team has been very defensive. Hasn't really been doing much to my Pokemon. It could be cool if Pelipper like used Toxic and then started using Protect and Roost, but like right now it's just, I mean, I guess it is wasting power points. I do only have so many Surf attacks. What are we down to now? 10 out of 15, so she's getting there. It might become important at some point, but I don't think so. Aerial Ace, starting to do some damage now, but yeah, our special defense is just so sky high that I probably did more damage to Pelipper. And probably won't be a knockout. Will it use Roost? Yep. Can't blame Winona, that's what I would have used as well. So it might actually wear all of my Surfs. That might be the best strategy to defeat a sturdy Pokemon like Melodic. We are under the halfway point as of this Surf. And Roost again. I think Roost also has 15 power points, so if she plays this smart, might be to her advantage. Yep, wasting my power points again. Not really much I can do though. I guess I could switch. I mean, I could use Dragon Tail to force it to switch, but maybe I'll have an easier time against one of our other 4 Pokemon. Give that a shot. Of course, now it's going to be almost fully healed, so yeah, a battle of 2 very sturdy Pokemon, it seems. And that's why power points are important. They make sure that a battle can't go on forever. There actually is a strategy you can use with like a Lepa Berry and the Mover Cycle that will make a battle go on. It could go on forever, which is illegal in many types of online battling. Alright, well, Skarmory has a really good defense, but not so great of a special defense. This will probably be a 2-hit KO. Ooh, it'll be really close. Now, Aerial Ace is a physical attack, so it did a little more damage than like Swift would have. Plus it gets stab. But it did also do some recoil damage thanks to our good old Rocky Helmet, which means Surf will be a knockout. So finally, a few minutes into the battle, we have gotten our first knockout. But luckily it was a knockout on one of her Pokemon and not one of mine. Alright, she might send out Altaria again. Yeah, because Altaria resists my moves. But I think it worked once. Let's do it again. Earthquake. Okay, so she taught Altaria some pretty good attacks. I like that. Didn't do much though, just because Altaria is more defensive than offensive. And Earthquake doesn't get stabbed, obviously. Alright, so no crit there, but also no Cotton Guards. They balance out. Oh, Pelipper, my old friend. At this point, I might just want to get some damage on it, because... I could bring in either Altaria or Swellow, but they would probably do enough damage to defeat Melodic anyway. If we had Recover, we could really draw this out and do a lot more damage, but we don't quite yet. Alright, well, if it uses Roost, at least I'll be able to do some damage. Oh, that's right, we're faster! So, probably won't be enough, though. No, it will not. And not a Roost. Pelipper's going for the kill. Alright, well, that's okay. You did a great job, Eve. Took down one of her Pokemon. Oh, 2 of her Pokemon. Oh, so we don't get XP from the Pelipper, unfortunately, but I imagine that Eve gets some satisfaction seeing her nemesis Pelipper faint as well. Alright, so who is she going to send in now? Is it going to be Altaria or Skarmory. Either way, let's send an Ava, because I kind of like the idea of defeating the flying type gym with my own flying type. And it is Altaria, so that's cool. Ava gets to defeat her evolutionary form. Oh, okay, Dazzling Gleam is super effective. And will probably do more damage, even though our special attack is a little bit lower. And Altaria is faster, and it uses Roost. Yeah, Roost has got to be the TM she gives. So that'll be really cool. And Dazzling Gleam probably won't be a one-shot. We don't get stabbed from it. And we don't have a super high special attack. Wow, it actually didn't do much at all. Alright, I thought it would do a lot more, but like I said, Altaria is actually very high in special defense. So maybe it's better to use a physical move. So we have, yeah, actually a pretty good attack stat compared to special attack. So that's, let's do some quick math here if you guys don't mind. And who says Pokemon isn't educational? So Dazzling Gleam is a special attack, 80 base power times 2 is 160. Because it's super effective. Fly is base, it's 90. It gets stabs, so that's 135. So 135 versus 160. But because our attack is higher and because Altaria's special defense is lower, I'm thinking I want to probably use Fly. Oh, Dragon Breath. Please don't paralyze me. So our Pokemon does have some pretty good moves. Good. Because if you're paralyzed and you use Fly, you have double the chance to be paralyzed, which is really annoying. So maybe we'll use this one Fly, but that's the only one. In fact, we might even have to use Seeker Power to put it to sleep. It might be our best chance here. Although she could use a Hyper Potion. Ah, we're paralyzed now. Okay. Maybe get a crit, that'd be awesome. No crit, and no sleep. Well, she did use a Hyper Potion before. Let's see if she'll use one again. Nope. How much did Dragon Breath do? It's going to be close. Ah, alright. Well, you did a great job, Ava. You gave it a good try, but of course Altaria is fully evolved, so that's very fair. Let's bring out Dan. I feel like Dan will have a nice even chance against Altaria. And he is a little bit lower than the rest of our team. So she hasn't used Hyper Potion yet. Let's use Bite. Oh, Roost, right. She's faster and she knows Roost. So I probably should use Rock Tomb. I don't want to use Uproar because then I'm going to be locked into Uproar during Skarmory, which is not ideal. Although Dan might have some trouble with Skarmory either way. Let's go for Rock Tomb. Get some speed reduction on it. That'll help no matter what. And then we can probably just start the Uproar. Depending on how much this does. You know, it would probably be a 2-hit knockout. And it is 95% accurate, so let's go for it. Alright, come on, Dan. Alright, Altaria has fainted. But I will say that Ava definitely put in a lot of work there, so even if she didn't get to do the killing blow herself, you know, it was still a good battle. And there... Oh, Swallow's her last one. We already defeated Skarmory, right. In that case, I probably could have used Uproar, but once again, we'll go with Rock Tomb here. Alright. And now that you're slower, hopefully Dan should move first. We'll use the evenly... Oh, quick attack! Aha! Very smart, Winona. She's been playing this very well. I do appreciate that. I'm a little disappointed because... very minor spoiler alert here, but I think Ava actually evolves at 35, which makes sense. She's level 35 Altaria, so it just evolved. So it would have been really cool if... Ooh, Endeavor. That lowers my HP to the same HP that Pokemon using it has, so very, very smart. Endeavor and Quick Attack can actually be a really powerful combination. But what was I going to say? Oh, so it would have been really cool if Ava survived this to get the XP, grew to level 35, and evolved into Altaria at the end of the battle where she defeated Altaria. I was kind of hoping for that, but that's okay. We'll just do a battle outside of the city and get her up there. And there we go, our 6th gym badge. With the Feather Badge, all Pokemon up to level 70 will obey your every command. You will also be able to use the HM move Fly outside of battle. And this is a gift from me. That's what I thought, TM19 Roost. Very good move for some flying types at least. With this move, the user can restore its HP by up to half of its max HP by landing on the ground and resting its injured body. However, the user loses its flying type, during the turn, so be cautious. You won against me? I know you'll keep aiming higher and higher. Someday you may even fly into the sky. That's the impression I get from you. Alright, thank you, Winona. Yeah, it's really cool that it would have been really great if we had evolved from this, because we would have had an evolution, a new level, the ability to use fly outside of battle, and a new TM in Roost. But let's go ahead and teach Roost at least to Ava. Wow, our team actually took quite a beating there, so I got the fun battle I wanted, whereas if I had used like Mega Altaria, it probably wouldn't have been, or even Mega Blaziken. It'd be interesting to see Mega Blaziken, because I'm not sure if it would have been faster. I think after Speed Boost it definitely would have been. Um, and probably could have used Fire attacks to do lots of damage, although I guess against like Altaria, Fire and Fighting are both not very effective. So maybe with its Rock Tomb, but I don't know, it might not have been a clean sweep. But I still had a lot more fun doing it this way. Alright, TMs, TMs, there you are. And of course only our flying type can use it. There might be like one or two non-flying types that can learn Roost, like Latios maybe could probably learn it, because it's kind of like a flying-ish Pokemon, but they are few and far between. Alright, so I think it's time to delete Thief finally. And we have learned Roost. That'll be especially useful once we evolve. Alright guys, well, that is it for me tonight. I'm going to start winding down and get some sleep. I'll probably play tomorrow, because, you know, I feel like I've had a busy week and could use a little bit of fun. Not all day, of course, but at least a few times. You did it! You have achieved liftoff! Yes, I have. So yep, I will heal up, and when we come back, we will venture on to Route 120 rather, and I'll go ahead and move Ava to the front of the battle just because since we didn't get a chance to see her evolve today, we can do that at the start of the next episode. So that'll give you guys something to look forward to, and me as well. Well, hope you've enjoyed our first 6 gym battles. We still have 2 more to go, and plenty more Team Aqua confrontations, and more main plot, and of course the Elite Four as well. So plus the post game. So I love that this is a really long game. Definitely a lot more in store for us to see and do and experience. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you again right back here very soon.